So what I've done is I've set up an interview with Square Enix. So basically we're going to chat to the developer of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. How cool is that?
Nice.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Full disclosure, I've yet to play the last Deus Ex.
Give me your hand.
Hand slap.
Naughty.
Ow. So I'm going to let you lead this one.
Okay, cool.
What can I expect in there?
Well, basically Deus Ex, it's set in a universe where humans have evolved to a point where they can like use augmentation. So you get all these really cool moves in the game. Like, I don't know about you, my favourite is when you can put your fist through the wall. You just literally just go.
Yeah, with the vision through to see
on the other side.
You can punch a guy through a wall.
Punch a guy through a wall, yeah. Basically, it's like an augmentation, and it goes in his arm, and then when you want to like get through a wall, you just go.
Do you know what? I felt that. Are you alright, Dan?
Yeah, fine.
Cut there.
Patrick Fortier, gameplay director of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Tell me everything. What's the story?
The story takes place, it's a direct sequel to the events of Human Revolution. So the story takes place 2 years after what happened at the end of Human Revolution. And then the population basically started segregating these people, and the augmented people kind of became outsiders, and they started getting ghettoized and put apart. And it's very much in that climate that we're operating in.
So these are big themes we're talking about here, yeah. And it's really interesting to see a video game approach a story with such depth. You guys must be really pleased with the reception that the franchise as a whole has received.
Yeah, I think it's tremendous, and I think that's exactly right. That's what Deus Ex is all about. It's about mixing all of those elements together. You know, at the heart of it, it's these four main pillars that we have in our game, which are combat, stealth, hacking, and social interactions, and that's what really wraps it up really nicely with actual choice and consequences.
And me and Shed have been talking about Deus Ex quite a lot, haven't we? We're both big fans of the franchise as a whole. I was going to ask, so the element of choice is such an important part of the game, as you mentioned. How have you guys expanded on that for the sequel?
There's many ways that we're doing it. I think one of the ways is actually from a gameplay point of view, where it was always, you know, stealth or combat, but you kind of had to play stealth if you really wanted, you know, things to go well, and combat was. So we've really worked hard on that pillar to make it like a real 50-50 thing. You know, it's a real choice. If you want to play more combat with the guns, and you know, you're not always going to be running out of bullets, and you will be able to exploit your reflexes. Right,
so we're talking about a much larger story tree than maybe the first game.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit of a nightmare
bug-wise
for testers and for the writers too, to keep track of, okay, what because it's not only the consequences and the choices, but it's also when do you do it. So have you gone to this location before? Have you done this before? Have you completed this objective? Have you talked to this character? Well, if you did, then you're going to get a different response. They're going to show acknowledgement of the things that you did, you know, in the rest of your adventures.
Definitely, people are really excited about this game. Genuinely, there's a real buzz at E3 about the game, and we just can't wait to play. Really, Sean, have you got a question?
I do.
Oh, go for it.
I have a question about boss fights. It's quite a hot topic in Human Revolution.
It was, yeah.
What's changed for this one? Is there boss fights? Have you approached it differently?
I think in Human Revolution the approach was the right one, but the execution was wrong because of time and issues and things of that nature. And we're very aware of that, and it's not going to be the case again. So like when we say you can really play the whole game without, you know, killing anybody, there are no exceptions to that. So, you know, that goes a long way towards answering your question.
I didn't actually mind the boss fights. I was fine with it. I was quite surprised at the reaction to that. But we've moved on. We have a sequel. It's very exciting. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Can't wait to get my hands on the game. I'm really excited about it. Thanks very much. Thank you.
You alright?
Yeah. Just trying to
the cold
cool it down a little bit.